to Movie Misfit. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the hidden power of the friend zone. We'll be diving into one of my favorite rom-coms, She's the Man.
Do you like cheese?
Why, yes, I do. My favorite's Gouda.
Romance is a warm, fuzzy, hellish experience, and it's been written there's no worse place to be thrown and buried alive in than the friend zone.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Fortunately, some of our fellow human beings have felt their way through this dark cave and stumbled across a way out of this hellish place, leading straight into the hearts of the perfect partner. She's the Man is essentially a friends to lovers story, as well as it being a tale about an accent-changing, headstrong tomboy that goes to great lengths to convince everybody she's actually her brother in order to get some juicy revenge on her slimy ex-boyfriend for not defending her football skills in front of his friends and choosing to laugh at her athletic abilities, all based on the fact that she's a girl. Viola and Duke's story is a prime example of how sometimes not trying to form a romantic connection can ultimately lead to one, who knew that friendship could unlock endless potential for romance. Duke thinks Viola is a boy, which creates this safe place for him to take off the facade that some people think they have to wear in order to get someone to like them. We see Duke do this when he's struggling to speak to Olivia. Duke bros down with Viola, who he thinks is Sebastian, treating her as an equal, and the two end up having some heartfelt and meaningful conversations that leads to her falling for him. In an alternative universe where Viola chooses to handle her emotions like a normal human being, she would have met Duke as a woman, and he would have stuttered his way around trying to find the right thing to say to impress her. This could have ultimately put her off, assuming he was just another weird dude trying to have sex with her. But in this quirky dimension where Amanda Bynes does the utmost, Duke actually gets the chance to meet Viola without the anxiety of trying to create romance out of thin air. Instead, he comes as his imperfect self, authentic, jerkish at times, but still warm-hearted with all his flaws out in the open. This gives Viola the safe space to consider him as a friend before leaning into the idea of being romantic with him. This is a foundation that a lot of us are scared to create out of fear of being stuck in this friendship zone. So instead, we jump straight into the romance, which can be filled with anxiety and an ignorance of who this person really is behind the need to be accepted as a potential love match. I mean, we're humans, we all crave this type of validation, but when a friendship forms first, it opens more doors for compatibility because we get to know who this person is before the veil of romance takes over. It's not a secret that Duke is terrible at talking to women, even though he literally looks like Channing freaking Tatum. He admits that he never knows the right thing to say, like being his true self just wouldn't be enough. I think we all can relate to the brain fart that happens when you're overwhelmed trying to impress someone new, or even just simply trying to decide which one out of your 20 personalities would appeal to the particular person in front of you. So perhaps it's all a mindset shift. Let's imagine that this new person you've met is just going to be a new friend for now. There's no need to impress them, because if it clicks, and if it doesn't, then that's okay too.
I see you through your window while I'm standing on a tree outside.
There's no need to present yourself as anything else but the favorite version you have of yourself. Try your best not to morph into whoever you think this new person wants you to be. Because usually most people can smell it a mile away. The stench of people-pleasing and the need for validation can be repelling, and you don't need to be that person. We all want to feel loved, important, and special to someone, and you'll be one step closer to finding your special person when you empower yourself to be authentic and learn to prioritize friendship without the pressure of a pending romance. Love is like those nasty flies, always bound to come around if you're keeping your shit real. Thank you for watching Movie Misfits. Remember to stay different and see you in the next video.